Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect, which we hope to be. Now, destruction is coming in, people need to get right, but for the ones who don't get right, and for the heathens, this is your judgment. This is 2 Peter's chapter 3, verse 10. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. So you ain't going to know. You ain't going to be aware of this, because like that movie Sausage Party, you get all the little fools and stuff partying and stuff, and then in the background, without them knowing, a gigantic missile just hit the place and just blew everything up. And it's going to be the same way for the 2/3 and for these heathens.
That's what America having, a big sausage party. Big faggots.
And it says, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. And what does that sound like? That sounds like nuclear thermal fire, man. You know what I'm saying? When you got all these other countries that's no longer in the cahoots with America, they ready to bomb this place, man.
That's right.
I
wanted to give a precept, because the brother was going into the movie Sausage Party or whatnot, or how basically they was just fucking around, and then, they got blew up. And that's how it's going to be in America. And, the Lord Yahweh Shai said that, who the world falsely called Jesus Christ. So I'm going to just bring it out. This is, and exactly what he said, the day coming thief is the night. All right. This is, Matthew 24:35. Heaven and earth shall pass away, and he just read it, that it'll pass away with a great noise. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. But of that day and hour no man knoweth, no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. And going back into that movie. But as the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered the ark. And they knew not until the flood overcame and took them all away. So shall the coming of the Son of Man be, man. And this is the coming of the Son of Man, that nuclear destruction. That's what the Lord gonna bring when He comes, pursuant to Isaiah 66:15 and a host of other scriptures.
It's Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. It says, and this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall be consumed away in their mouth. And basically all your organs gonna melt away, man.
That's the Sarah Connor scripture, man.
She was on the gate and she 2 times, and first the flesh and then her bones afterwards, man. But the Lord's gonna keep that keep y'all spirit so y'all can feel that flame, This is Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And you 2/3, man, y'all gonna catch that flame, man. This the ultimate ass whooping for being disobedient, man.
Right, you are disobedient.
And the ones that listen to 1/3, which the 144,000 will be a part of, they're going to be the ones that's going to get saved out of it, because they got tired of getting their ass whooped, and it's like it's time to be obedient so we can get saved, man.
Yeah, a lot of niggas, they see the 2/3, that they see that lifestyle, and they get wooed off that flashy lifestyle. So, hey, look, it's no benefit to being one of the 2/3 of Israel or one of these niggas in the world, man. Like a lot of us could have did a lot of things, man, and including myself. But you can't get caught up in that folly, man. It's not the time to fall out. Just on that subject, real quick. This is Proverbs 24:1. Be not thou envious against evil men, neither desire to be with them. For their heart studieth destruction, and their lips talking mischief. You know, all these niggas, man, all these niggas know is folly, man. Like, these niggas are going to be brutally destroyed, man, in a great fashion, man. They will get a royal ass whooping, man.
My God. Right, because they are going to get a royal ass whooping because they had all these chances, but it just shows that they wasn't to get late. They had all these chances to get right, but knowing Jake, they want to get right at their own time. That's why the scripture says that my people shall be willing in the day of thy power, because when they see a bunch of guys coming up to one dude and he taking all them down like Neo I believe it's either Reloaded or Revelation, when he was going to get all those Smiths and he was taking them down, that's when they're going to be like, oh yeah, it's time to get right,
I'm going to get it. This Psalms 110:3. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, in the beauties of holiness, from the womb of the morning, thou hast the dew of thy youth. You know, when we get that power, man, and we get restored, man, to our that natural state. You know, like Kanye West say, that champion God flow, man. Hey, man, Lord willing, we be a part of that number, man. And they see that power, man. We gonna whoop some ass, man. Y'all watching now, shot willing. You got your next scripture?
Yeah, this is Luke chapter 23, verse 30. It says, then shall they begin to say to the mountains, fall on us, and the hills cover us, yeah. Right? Because, you got these Jewish, these Khazars, these rich folks and everybody who dealing, who on a high level in this society, they got these bunkers. They got those space stations, they got underwater sea fortress and stuff, you know what I'm saying, to hide, you know what I'm saying, when these missiles come, while everybody else getting filleted, or
filleted, man.
Yeah, filleted, while everybody else getting filleted, they gonna be the ones underneath the ground who away from that destruction. But the Lord gonna get them though.
What is it? 6 and 12, right? God. This is Revelation 6 and 12. And I beheld when he had the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth.
Done. So the stars of the heaven, stars are made of hot gases, but it's saying fall from heaven like shooting stars, man. A rock that's engulfed in flame because of breaking the atmosphere, man.
Hey, the Most High said he's gonna destroy this place like he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, man. They got hit with nuclear fire. All right, and he's gonna send it again via these ICBM intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right, even as a fig tree traceth under her timely figs, when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And when the heaven departed as a scroll, when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places, and the kings of the earth, this is the point, and the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said, let the mountains and rocks fall upon us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb.
Right, the wrath of the Lamb was Yahushua when he come back, man, with his holy angels and stuff.
What you got?
This Amos.
Yep.
Amos chapter 9 verse 2. It says, though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thence will I bring them down. So wherever they try to go to hide, the Lord is going to bring them out of that, man. While they think they good and they safe, as soon as they start rejoicing, then you got a bunch 144,000 in white robes, and one that's taller than the rest of them, taking them out of the ground, squeezing them, stumping them like grapes, man. You know.
That's right. That's right. So he said he had that Yahushua, what he said, he had this garment like he coming from a wine vat in the book of Isaiah, man. So he literally said it's gonna be like he's stumping them like grapes, man. I think that was David said the saints, they said it's dancing the blood of the wicked, something like that, in the book of Psalms. So yeah, man, this is gonna be it's gonna be a wild ordeal, man. You know, and this is righteous. All right, this is what righteousness is. This is what justice. This is what justice really is. You know, the scriptures say that this is a righteous thing to recompense them that trouble you. Who troubled us? You know, who ruled the world? You know, who controlled the world by deceit? Who stole, raped, robbed, and murdered everything, man? And who joined cahoots with them? You Negroes, man. Especially you damn niggas, man. You so-called black people, man. Hey, you niggas gotta get eliminated, man. But you know, the so-called white man did that. The Arabs, they going into slavery, you know. The Africans, which we are not, they going into slavery. You know, the East Indians, they going into slavery, but they ain't take over the world, man, by deception and rape, robbery, and murder, man, and occupy the whole goddamn world. All right.
This Ezekiel chapter 25, verse 12. It says, "Thus saith Yahweh power, because that Edom have dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended and revenged themselves upon them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dan shall fall by the sword. D.D.D shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh." Right? Because that's the 144,000, man. You know, we gonna have the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yashai upon us. We gonna have that great anger, and we also have those spiritual bodies. You know, the extraterrestrial bodies to control the elements, manipulate the elements, you know, and shoot lightning beams and stuff. You can have like the shortest one, or the most feeblest one, who gonna be like King David, man, swinging tanks around, you know, smacking people with garbage cans.
Yeah, we ain't gonna have that old soft ass heart neither, man. It ain't gonna be. The Lord gonna put that spirit on us, man, and we ain't gonna have no care for you crackers, man. You ain't gonna think about that good old white man who found your grandma $20 and gave it back on the train. Man, you ain't gonna have to think about a baby. You ain't gonna think about none of that, man, because Jehovah Shem Yashai gonna put that spirit on you, man, to get nasty, man. Pursuing what he said, man, I want to read it from the book of Revelations, from you know, who the world falsely called Jesus Christ, the Lord Yahushua. You know, he said these things, you know. The Lord Yahushua is more than Jesus wept. Amen. You know, he's more than that. He gave us promises and told us things that was going to happen, that he was going to give to his elect. Revelations 2 and verse 25. But that which ye have ready, hold fast till I come. And that's the truth in these teachings and these things we learned, man. He said that which he have, hold fast till he come. Not make up some old bullshit to sound like you or somebody or that whatever the fuck you trying to do. He said that which you have, hold that till he come. You know. Alright, this is the point. Verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my words unto the end, you know, to him I will give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with the rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even if I have received of my Father. So just like he read in Ezekiel, he said according to his anger and according to his vengeance, And he just said, even as I received from my Father, this is what the Most High is meditating on, for lack of better words. This is what he's thinking about, man. This is what he's going to bring into manifestation, man. You know how they say thoughts become words and words become actions? Hey, the Most High is like that on a whole greater scale. The only difference is he created it. He's seen it before. He's seen the here. He's seen the after. He know everything he's going to do, man. And this is, through this word, that's what he's going to do, man.
The scripture says in Exodus 15:3 that he's a man of war, and he's going to execute that. You know, he's going to show that he is a man of war, that he's not cotton candy and flowers, man. You know, this is Exodus chapter 21, verse 16. It says, and he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. And right now we still in captivity underneath the Edomites, man. You know, and their punishment is that they're gonna get death, man. You know.
That's right.
And Yahushua is gonna be with us in that day. Lord will we be a part of that elect number, you know, and we gonna give them extreme death. You got something?
Yeah, I got something just real quick, pursuing to what you were saying. This is Numbers 35 and 33 about, you know, us being found in his hand. And just by him slaughtering the Latinos, the Native Americans, the Negroes, the forefathers of our slaves, you know, the West Indians, so forth and so on. This is Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. This whole land was built on bloodshed, man. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood of that is shed therein, but of the blood of him that shed it. So hey, he has to die. You know, this nation has to die, just like he killed our nation. The Most High deals on a mass scale. The Most High deals with nations, man. When we went into slavery, the adulterous nigga and the thief went into slavery, and the prophet and the priest went into slavery. So all Edomites gotta die, man. The liberal, the conservative, the Trump rally niggas, the anti-Trump Edomites, all of them have to die, man. If they really Edomites, they have to die. Now you got some people amongst white people that are our people, but you know, that stem from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, but just look like white people through the curses and confusion of faces. But if you a goddamn Edomite, man, you have to pay with your blood, man. You ain't finna play the Most High, man. You ain't finna run a goddamn trick. And for you niggas trying to save the nations, man, who the fuck is you to save Esau, man? Hey, the scriptures say his thoughts are not your thoughts, his ways are not your ways. Who the fuck are you to take and say Edomite can make it, man, or Arab can make it, just because he gave you 2 free goddamn Dutch masters at the gas station and the fucking rubber? Hey, the Most High gonna get rid of y'all ass, man, in a brutal fashion.
This is Revelations chapter 18, verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works.
Man, reward is a payback, man. You motherfucker getting double payback.
It says, in the cup which she had filled to her double. Right? We gonna give her everything that Esau, including the heathens. You know, y'all not out of that either. But we gonna
Esau at the top of it.
Con.
Real quick, I got the cup for you again right here in the judgment. This is Lamentations 4 and 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee, and thou shalt be drunken. Thou shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. And that's talking about us. Well, you know, we ain't going to slavery no more. He will no more carry thee into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity. So when we went into slavery, that was the Most High visiting our sins. When we was put in America, we wasn't put in America to prosper. We was put in America to serve slavery and visit our sins. But that time is up. And now it's time for the so-called white man. O daughter of Edom, he will discover thy sins. So the Most High is going to expose this man. And now it's time to judge this man. Like it says in the Apocrypha, Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows, man. You know, it's done, man. The so-called white man is over with, man. Ain't no more white man. It ain't going to be no more goddamn white man. He gonna go his ass into slavery. He gonna get beat. He gonna repay. His daughters are gonna get raped. All right, his children are gonna get put to death. His ass gonna get put to death. And then we gonna round them all up and burn them off, pursuant to the book of Obadiah. I don't give a fuck what Brother Bowie told you at the Israel of God. It ain't in the scriptures.
Yeah, you got anything else?
Yeah, I got one more. You know, I got one more, man. You know.
All right, because in the book of Job, it talks about this is the last trump, man. You know, this is the last captivity, and the Lord's going like he always do it. He gonna go out with a bang, man. I mean, he's gonna take this place out with a bang, man.
Big one.
You know.
All right, this was sort of the niggas I was talking about, and we was on the line getting hot with some old ladies, man. So some old ladies come up there trying to teach the man of the Lord that folly, that Israel of God, Esau can make it 75th Street doctrine or fucking 75th over there on Essex in Chicago or whatnot. But the brother Matt put this on my spirit, the brother Matati, the other day when we was cursing them old bats out. All right, this is Jeremiah 30 and verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured. All the nations devoured us, man. Read Psalms, the 83rd chapter, the Council of the Week, the Confederation, man. All the nations devoured us that ain't of Israel. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all their adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be spoiled. And all they that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. So we gonna pray on their ass, man. Like it says in Joel the 3rd chapter, we gonna sell their children off to each other. We gonna do all type of shit with them, man.
Right, and then on top of that, in Deuteronomy 30 and 7, it says that all the curses that we had gonna be put on them. You know.
So how the hell they gonna make it in the kingdom, man? Mm-hmm. How the hell is they gonna escape nuclear fire?
I'll close it off with this. We got another one. This is Isaiah 33 and 1. Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled. Ooh. And dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. I brought that out and sit down earlier, man. That's spirit. That's hot. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled.
Right, because right now, you tell an Edomite, man, you talk to him about slavery, man, you tell him America gonna be destroyed or whatever. That was 400 years ago. Now it's all peace. Now it's all peace. We ain't had no goddamn peace. You born with a silver spoon in your mouth, and I'm born fucking $2,000 in debt, man. Because my forefathers were slaves, man. You the one, I'm the one shaking, fucking sweating bullets, filling out an application, and you the one to tell me whether I got the job or not. Because of slavery, man. You people are pieces of shit. But now it's all peace. Go ahead.
And on top of that, you all Edomites it said that Edomites are base men, so y'all underneath all the other heathens.
No, y'all the worst of the heathens, man.
And it says, and when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. So we gonna get our revenge, man, regardless of anything, you know. And you gonna get what's served, man. You gonna have that you got served face, man. You know.
I got one more, man. We're gonna end it out with, man, because you know a lot of Jakes ain't gonna get this shit. All right, your grandmama ain't gonna get it. Your mama might not get it. You know, we don't give a fuck who get it or not, man. All right, I'm gonna just end with this, man, because hey, this is the truth. Wait, we got the truth, man. This is unrefuted, man, through the power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and through the tutelage of the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, man. Hey, look, we got it, man. So, we ain't dealing with no niggas. We ain't dealing with no fucking debates. This is the grain, man. Go against it if you want to, man. This is Revelations 22 and verse 11. We ain't dealing with no niggas, man. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. And he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still, man. So, hey, man, like you told the prophet Daniel, they gonna stay in their lot at the end of the days, man. And we as the prophets and priests and you know righteous men in the ancient world or in these times right here, hey man, you know, the Lord gonna preserve us, man, and Lord willing we be part of elect. If a nigga was a nigga back then, he gonna be a goddamn nigga today. Let that nigga be a nigga. This is the year to push version 2. It's a year of death, diligence, and destruction. Hey man, we done read it, man. It's over with, man. Just endure to the end and keep pushing, man.
Yeah, I would like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to Apostle, Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect, which we hope to be. Shalom.
Shalom.
Death to America.
Death to America.